Hey guys, Taylor here. So today we're gonna do something a little bit different. So normally you guys are seeing me with a loose beachy wave to my hair, which is pretty much like my everyday look. But sometimes I like to glam it up and do more of a high glam, like a very tight curl, very volumized look. So that's what we're gonna do today. And I'm gonna show you guys what products I use and how I achieve that look. So we'll go ahead and get started. First things first, y'all. So my hair tends to get frizzy, first of all. So I need something to put on my hair before styling that just helps decrease the frizz. And also I need a heat protectant. Literally, I'm obsessed with this Redken One United all-in-one multi-benefit treatment spray. I use it for so many things, guys. Literally use it for a heat protectant. Anytime I put heat on my hair, I'll use it to defrizz, and it works amazingly as a detangler. So I use this not only on my hair for a detangler after showers, but I also use it on my girls' hair as well because they have very tangly hair. They're 7 and 4, so always on the lookout for a good detangler, and that one fits the bill. Plus it's huge, it smells amazing, and they love it. So double win for all you girl moms out there. So next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Olaplex No. 6 Bond Smoother and just take a little bit of it on my fingers and just apply about like a dime size amount. And then I'm going to run it through my fingers. And then I'm going to run it from root to tip through my hair, especially focusing on the ends. My ends tend to get pretty dry compared to the rest of my hair. So this smoother just helps add moisture to those ends before I start putting heat on it. And again, it also helps with just keeping frizz away after I style, which, as you can tell, that's a huge concern for me. So I have to use all the product to maintain volume, but keep that frizz away. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and section and start to curl my hair. So I always do my hair in 3 sections. So the first section I always section off is from the top of my ear back. So we're going to do that. And then I just use a hair tie to keep the part that I'm not working on top of my head, even though it's kind of hard because your girl has a lot of hair. Okay, so go ahead and brush that through so we don't have any tangles. And then I'm just going to I'm going to pull out, since I'm doing more of a high glam look with tight curls, I'm going to do a smaller of a section than I typically do for like a beachy wave. And you guys always see me using my wand for my beachy wave, which works great for that, for like a looser curl. But for a tighter curl, I like to use just a traditional curling iron with the little clasp. And this one is the BaBylissPRO Nano Titanium Curling Iron, and I love it. It is great. It heats up really quickly. It gets super hot, which I need because I have really thick, long hair, and it's just really easy to work with. So I'm going to take a smaller section of my hair, and I'm going to open up the clamp, and I put my clamp down, okay? And then I'm going to pull it down until I have about an inch of hair left on the end. And then I am going to just wrap my hair up like I normally do with the wand. Okay, and we're just gonna let it sit for around 10 seconds. Okay, now I'm gonna release it by pulling the wand, okay, and then like, look how pretty that is. But you can tell it's a much different curl than what it is with a wand. So I love my wand. Like I said, I use it all the time for an everyday look, but for more of a high glam, a tighter curl, I love to use a curling iron instead. And now I'm just going to go through and do the rest of the sections. Okay guys, look how pretty and tight those curls are. I absolutely love it. Now I'm not going to brush out my curls until the very end. But I always like to, with a super volumized tight curl look, I always like to set my curls in for that section with a high hold hairspray. Literally the best, I've been using this for years when I do this type of look, is Big Sexy Hair. So the Spray and Play Harder, it's a firm volumizing hairspray and your hair will not move. Your curls will stay in place if you use this. But I use it on every single layer or section that I do, and it makes a huge difference in keeping your curl. Okay, so I'm just gonna spray a little bit of that on there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and move to the next section. Okay, y'all, so now I just have the last section of my hair before we move on to part 2 of styling. Okay, now I'm gonna go over it with one final layer before I brush out. So lightly brush these out, just to more so like blend them through so that they're not so separated and they like fall into each other more so. Cool. But you see how it's a different type of curl than with a wand. Woo! That's some volume. Add just for a little volume at the root some of my Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo, which is literally the best hair texturizer spray. Love it, obsessed with it. So I just add a little bit of that at the root, just to give me some more va-va-voom volume-wise. I'm gonna let that sit for a second and then tease out my root. And that's it, y'all. So that is a high glam, tight curl, very volumized